The Korle Bu Teaching Hospital has recently implemented an increase in the cost of dialysis treatment for patients with kidney diseases. This decision has received mixed reactions from a section of the public. Citi News' Eno Safo has more.
A notice by the head of the dialysis unit at the center has announced an increment in the cost of dialysis treatment. The price has risen from 380 Ghana cedis to 765.42 Ghana cedis. This announcement has received mixed reactions from the public.
I heard that they have increased the dialysis. And what I can say is that even the 380 Ghana cedis, they can't afford. And today you can see that 700 and something Ghana cedis, then people are going to die. Because when you look at the situation, even for Korle Bu to even do some subsidy on this dialysis is possible. Yeah, patient cannot pay. Go even 380 something Ghana cedis. When you can, even the machine said there's no reagent there. When you go there, they say they are doing only emergency. So people are dying. People are dying. So now it's 700 and something. How can they pay with this economy?
And if you read the notice, the indication is that the price had moved from the current point to almost 700 Ghana cedis. In fact, in excess of 700 Ghana cedis. I got alarmed by that particular notice because I know people who go for dialysis sometimes 3 times in a week, and they need to do that plus or minus 12 times in a month. And so if the person needs to do it 12 times in a month and he hasn't to pay in excess of 700 cedis per session, just do a simple calculation. That's huge. You need to have dose of income or money to be able to sustain that. If there's any way, is it possible that National Health Insurance can even intervene? Is it possible? So that we can look at all the scenarios, the possibility of National Health Insurance getting involved to, as it were, to minimize the impacts on persons who go for their dialysis every week.
According to the hospital, they have met with the patients privately to discuss the fees. In addition to the increment in dialysis treatment, the hospital has resumed its routine operations at the dialysis center. This positive development comes after the hospital received a much-needed consignment of renal consumables. Previously, the center had to temporarily close down due to a shortage of the medication required for renal dialysis. Mustafa Salifu, the public relations officer of the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital, explains that the treatment interruption occurred due to contractual issues with the supplier.
We had some contractual issues with the suppliers of the consumables that we use to do the renal dialysis, and that caused some delay in getting the consumables imported into the country for services to our patients. But thankfully, last week we took delivery of those consumables, and then we are starting to provide the service from today to the patients.
Citi News can confirm that the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital held a closed-door meeting with dialysis patients to explain to them the reason for the fee increment, and they say that this is to enable them ensure that treatment continues and they will be able to continue to import the renal dialysis that they use in the treatment. For Citi News, my name is Eno Safo.